Well, I'm delighted to say I'm joined here on the broadcast centre roof by Patrick Mouratoglou, coach of Serena Williams. Firstly, congratulations on getting through to the final here.
Thank you very much. It was not easy, as you know. Serena had a very, very difficult draw. She played multiple Grand Slam winners during that tournament. She had a very tough match against Heather. So I think, in a way, she played several finals already. The real one now is coming. She really deserves it for the reasons that I just explained, and I'm very happy with the level she's shown, especially against Vika Azarenka, where she had to really raise the level, and also against Heather. And I'm happy in general with her level of play, with the quality of her serve, with the way she moves on the court. So it's been a very good tournament so far. But now the most difficult thing is yet to come, because winning a final is always something special.
And just quickly looking back at that match against Maria yesterday, because Serena's record against her recently has been so good, how do you prepare a player to play against someone who's clearly a great player herself in Maria, but with the record so positive in Serena's favour?
Well, you prepare exactly the same way as you would prepare against anyone. Of course, any kind of overconfidence would be very dangerous. So you have to forget that you've won so many times against her and just focus on first the things you need to do to play your game, and the things you need to do to defeat that special player, which means a particular tactical, which we have against all the players. And if you're able to completely forget, again, the record you have and focus on the right things and be pumped the way you have to be in order to have the aggressivity that is needed, then you have a good chance to win, because as you explained, she's been very successful against Maria those last years.
And do you think that record gives her the mental edge as well, because she knows in the back of her mind she's done it so many times in recent years?
Yeah, definitely. And also for Maria, I think it's difficult because she knows how many times she lost in a row against Serena. So there is maybe a mental edge, but it's also because Serena causes her problems with her game. Otherwise, she would not have won so many times in a row. But just going a bit further, Serena has that kind of records against all the top tens. Maybe not that much, because
she's used to this, playing against players with a positive record.
Exactly. She's maybe 7-0, 8-0, 12-0, 12-1 against the other top tens. But against Maria, it's more because they simply play for a longer time. And Maria's on tour for a long time now. She came very early, so they played each other so many times. So she's used to be in that configuration.
And when you looked at the other semi-final, Muguruza versus Radwanska, did you expect Garbine to come through?
Yeah, I mean, if it would have been a Radwanska, I wouldn't be so surprised. But I think Muguruza has the perfect game for grass. She serves well, she's aggressive on the returns, and she moves up to the ball. She takes the balls very early and plays quite flat and is aggressive. So she has the whole package to be successful on grass. And she's also a very good player. A young player on the rise, playing better and better. So it's half a surprise to see her, maybe not in final, but in this semi-final it was very open, and I don't think Radwanska is playing as good as she used to play a few years ago. Maybe she will come back, but at the moment she's struggling a little bit, so it was not completely a surprise.
And Muguruza is quite a different Spanish player, isn't she? When we think about Spanish tennis players on both the men's and the women's side, a lot of top spin, good on clay and slower surfaces, but she's proved that her game can work on grass.
Completely, you are absolutely right. She does definitely not have the typical Spanish game, like the man, or like Suarez Navarro, who has a typical Spanish game. Yeah, her game is different. Her game is much more aggressive. She's a ball striker, and she likes short rallies. She likes to punch, and after 2-3 shots, go for the winner. So it's a totally different kind of game.
And how do you think the fact that Serena's been in so many Wimbledon finals, so many Grand Slam finals, she's used to this. This is her stage. Muguruza hasn't done it before. So the mental edge is of course in Serena's court.
It is, but you never know. Some players get completely pumped by the fact that they're playing their first Grand Slam final. The good thing for her is that she's young, so she might think, okay, I'm going to play many more in the future, so she wouldn't put...
This is for experience, this one.
Yeah, but she wouldn't put then too much pressure on herself, exactly. And then maybe she will be able to play her best. You never know. You cannot expect, anyway, I mean, we cannot expect that the opponent is going to play bad and be caught by the stress in a final. We're going to expect that she plays great and find a way, with her playing great, to beat her.
And does Serena feel the weight of expectation of the Serena Slam? Everyone expects her to do it. Does she think about that, or when you go and practice with her and watch her play, that's in the back of her mind?
I mean, it's difficult not to feel it because everybody reminds her every minute. But she's the best to deal with pressure. When we go to the practice court, she doesn't think about it at all. When we go to the matches, she's focused on the match. We have a game plan. There is a short-term goal, and we go like that, step by step, goal by goal, match by match. So it is in the back of her mind, but it stays there, and that's where it should be.
And just finally, very quickly, we've noticed when we've been watching Serena practice all throughout and every other tournament, compared to all the other players, men and women, whenever she practices so intensely. It's almost like she's playing a match. From the very first ball of the practice, absolutely smashing it. Her hitting partners back like this. Is that a very conscious thing? That's the way she likes to do it, or she's never known anything different? Have you seen her change the way she practices?
Maybe she's doing a bit more now. Not in quantity, but in quality. In as you said,
they're very short and intense, aren't they? She's not there for long, but when she is there, she hits it as hard as she can.
Yeah, she's not there for long. Between the matches, she's practicing at minimum an hour and a half every day, which is, I think, with that intensity, it's really something. So yeah, but you can compare her with maybe Nadal on the men's side. He's also practicing with incredible intensity, but it's not usual, as you mentioned it. I think it's super important. Because I think that what you do in practice, you do in matches. And if you want to have a high level of intensity during the matches, it's something also you have to practice in practice sessions. If you don't do it in practice session, you cannot expect to do it in the matches. Plus, when you play matches with the pressure, naturally the intensity can go a bit down, a bit less than what you used to do. So if you used to do little in practice, then you're going to be really hurt during the matches. So I think she's doing right, and it's also what makes her Serena Williams.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, Patrick, and good luck to you and Serena tomorrow. Thank you
very much.
Thank you.